Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's Monday, and I'm live for a RuneScape stream. What the frick is happening? Um, I just want to have some fun today. I wanted to play the game, and last we left off last night, I was in the God Wars dungeon fighting the spiritual creatures, and I logged out in the cave, so then I didn't have to waste resources running back and stuff. So I kind of just wanted to play the game more today and just have some fun with it and see if we get any more loot. Because we didn't actually get any loot yesterday, but I still had fun. Doing all this, doing all the Slayer, and yeah, no, we got the Black Mask on Saturday. There's a clip of it. It took
Hello there.
over 750 kills to get my Black Mask. So this weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, and now today, it's just gonna be we're having back-to-back Slayer because I'm enjoying it. If you haven't been watching the most recent videos, then you don't know the progress that I've made on the account. But in terms of like getting the quest, finding the cave horrors, learning about cave horror, learning about their tech, and then we did Saturday going degen fighting them. But like this whole weekend, I've just been doing crazy Slayer. Well, killing loads of cave horrors and then doing Slayer. So there's been a lot of gains this weekend, which will be discussed. Gains, to be fair, in the last week and a half, there's been a lot of progress and gains from just like random stream gains or activities happening that will be spoken about soon in the YouTube videos. I've been trying to catch up to the right point to talk about it. It's funny, I just like tried to get it up on my mobile, the stream, and I can't even load Twitch on my phone right now. So whatever, let's get into the game. Let's just get straight back to the task. I couldn't think of tunes to play today, so I've gone with Final Fantasy tunes. Kind of feeling hearing some like old school MMO tunes playing in my ears. MMOs? RPGs. I've just started the stream and I'm an idiot. Usually, at least like I have some ramp time until I just say something completely wrong. The Huntsman kit is related to some recent tech that I've discovered that a lot of people don't know about. You can store infinite boxes in it, and infinite boxes let you bank. So I've got infinite banking now when I slay. Well, I get infinite sending bank transfers, sending things back to my bank. It's awesome. Literally, so many people have been like, why do you have a Huntsman kit on you? Like, and everyone's like, what? Yeah, but you get the magic boxes back. That's the thing, right? So, like, now one of my AFK activities, if I'm just, like, feeling like doing something randomly in the game, is capturing imps now. And I could just keep replenishing my boxes. So, even though I'm spending 72,000 gold for 100 boxes, it pays back itself because I get to keep all the boxes after I use them. The empty ones stack. The empty ones stack, and you get to reuse them once you send off the imp, so it's worth the investment in my eyes. The imps don't stack in your inventory, they're separate, but it's super simple. if you have multiple imps in your inventory, then you can do multiple bank-ins in one menu. Yeah, I got 73 to 74 with imps. I mean, I do so many things in the game, I don't know when. The imps was literally last week, though. So I think I'll talk about a lot of the stream gains and activities that have happened. Not in the next video, be in the video after. And that's when I'll talk about the imp tech as well. Pretty much just, it's gonna end up being another Slayer update, really, because everything's just making Slayer Bella now. It's so good. Oh, I didn't grab another drink. Oh no. I've got an almost empty can of Pepsi. I'm going to die. I'm not sure I'm liking these tunes right now. It's like playing the, like, epic, like, you know, epic moment songs. I kind of want the chill songs. I want the vibing music. I want, like, when you're in a village kind of song. Bro, I'm just gonna play Minoko's theme on repeat. That's a 5. If you don't know who Minoko is, all you need to know is that they're the greatest blue mage of all time. My phone working now? Yeah, I think I still stand by Slayer is a terrible skill early on. And it's only getting better because of other skills and other activities have made Slayer. It's given Slayer more quality of life that makes it more enjoyable. Especially like right now. So like with the maracas, I essentially always have a cannon. with the second attack, basically. So if I use a cannon, then I've got a cannon plus my basic attack is Dragon Dagger special attack. So cannon toss would be plus I could use a cannon on would be like even faster than before, just based on maracas alone. Plus I've leveled strength a lot, so now my hits are fucking juicy. Yeah, Huntsman Kit, Herb Sack. I don't have to constantly go back to the bank, which was always an issue for me. I've got more prayer now, so I can survive longer. I don't have to constantly travel back and get my prayer back. I'm also just better at the game, kind of. So that also helps. This song? It's called Minoko. It's the only reason you should... If this is should be a reason why you should play Expedition 33. Yeah, I mean, I can't really talk on drug tables and stuff because I don't know them, but like... I mean, my early Slayer experience definitely had, it did suffer because of the way I'm playing the game, for sure. But great case in point, if the skill guides told me, like, because obviously my first impression was seeing these levels, you level up, you unlock monster, awesome. But that's not 100% true, because some of these monsters are locked. Which, you know, if it just kind of said Terror Dogs brackets quest, like it does for the, for instance, the prayer ones, where there's the prayers that you can't use until you do, like King's Ransom, for instance, for Chivalry. I think that would be really good for early Slayer, because then people would be able to experience more monsters early on as well, because they won't be stuck behind all the blocked tasks that are actually unique Slayer monsters, compared to, you know, random jobber in the world that you can fight all the time anyway. That's how I felt about it, and like, I still feel that way for early Slayer, especially with the more knowledge I have now. I can literally count on my hands the amount of Slayer guide-only monsters I fought in my early Slayer days. Like, because I just kept getting fire giants and demons. So like the way the guide is presented right now just doesn't meet player expectations in my mind. Because there are monsters locked away behind quests. Ooh, Rune Halberd. I'm pretty sure I already have one of those. That's cool. I think I got my Rune Halberd from the others, the Saradomin ones. So maybe these guys have the same drops as the Saradomin spiritual warriors and rangers. I'm still coping that they're red, so they're gonna drop the red loot, like the red boots at the top left corner, which Rune Light decided to show me. No, so things being locked behind a quest isn't the problem, it's the lack of information that there are monsters locked behind quests. That's the issue. Like it's the as a fresh player, so you gotta think as like fresh player to the game, all of your expectations are kind of like built on the information being provided to you, right? So then you look at the Slayer guide and you go, like, because this is what I had. I went, wow, there's all these cool monsters I'm going to be able to fight when I do this skill. But I wasn't fighting any of these monsters barely of any at the time because A, they were either locked or I just didn't get lucky with the system. But I didn't know they were locked at the time because my expectations from the guide itself is that there isn't anything beyond the level to get that requirement. So there's nothing wrong with having things locked behind the quest. It's the lack of information on the guide in game that shows you all these cool monsters you're gonna be allowed to fight. But it's missing information that it is after a quest you get to fight them. Like it just needs bracket quest end bracket. That's all it is. And there are already other things, like I said, there's already things in the skill guides that do that. So, like, again, I have that expectation from, for instance, the prayer guide where it tells me information. It's like, oh, okay, I get this after I do a quest. Cool. And that's awesome. Love that. So now, like, I have that expectation with other things as well from the game. I think Slayer's only good because other skills make it good. That's my current opinion of Slayer. And I guess it gives me some kind of like subconsciously I feel like it feels better than just hitting a random monster. Like I could be fighting moss giants right now for Raynar weed, which I love doing because I want the Raynar seeds so I can make my Raynar weed, right? Happily do that non-stop. But then it's like, oh, but I could also be getting Slayer XP at the same time, but the Slayer XP doesn't actually mean anything, to be fair. I have to check chat after I stop playing. I gotta scroll up. Hey, big ding baby in clan chat, Killing Joke has reached cooking level 99. Huge! And that's not to be mistaken with Killing Joke with the number 1. That's Killing Joke 3. Hell yeah, big grass to Killing Joke. Killing Joke, an OG member of the clan. Yeah, but early Slayer sucks. Like, I agree. What the Slayer I'm doing now feels much better than the Slayer I did when I first was doing Slayer. Slayer feels good now. But it's like that argument, it's like, you know, you shouldn't have to go through... you shouldn't have to suffer, like, for ages until you get to the part of the game that's actually the good part. And if people are recommending that kind of vibe, that just means the skill is bad. Like, the skill... That just shows how the skill isn't balanced well early on in the game. It's not... There's, like, no point to do it. Like, it's not fun. You want other skills to make this have quality of life. I mean, like, it's kind of like what I said, like, I could be fighting Moss Giants, right? But Slayer feels better as just hitting things, essentially. Because I'm getting that extra level. I'm getting the extra numbers. And I guess, like, it adds variety here and there. Like, you're not always hit... Like, I could hit Moss Giants the rest of my game time, doing AFK gameplay, getting Raynar seeds. I'd happily do that, but there are people that don't want to do that, and I guess Slayer adds that variety of, you know, monster of the day for them. And obviously, I still haven't experienced everything that Slayer has to offer, but I still think I still feel like it's always worthwhile talking about the ups and downs of it as I go through it. Especially where so many people are quite passionate about the skill. It's like me as a Final Fantasy XIV player. Slayer is like a Final Fantasy XIV player, right? Whenever you talk to a Final Fantasy XIV player and they tell you to play the game, they will go, you know, you just kind of have to get through the first expansion, you're going to enjoy the second expansion, and then, you know, you're going to go through the trenches a little bit longer, but then the game gets really good by the fourth expansion. And you'll love it you'll love it by the fourth expansion. That's what Slayer feels like. And it's also like, Heaven's Sword is great. But then, like, a lot of people don't like Stormblood. But then you get Shadowbringers, right? And it's just like, with Shadowbringers, like, 10 out of 10. And then Endwalker is just like the end of the story, so it's 11 out of 10. Some parts it does dip, but, you know, it is what it is. But then, like, Endwalker is just, like, a great follow-up to Shadowbringers. But it's getting to that point for new players in Final Fantasy is because every other player is telling them you're going to have fun at this point in the game, but you have to get through everything else. Or, yeah, you know what? Slayer's like One Piece. And I do love One Piece, but early One Piece One Piece is very hard for people to get through because of the pacing and everything and how many episodes that anime has. And I love One Piece. I'm still trying to keep up with it, so I need to watch the most recent Egghead Island stuff. I may actually start reading the manga again. Things are popping off. Yeah, isn't it like One Piece gets, you have to skip filler in One Piece, but then, like, people don't know what some things people consider filler isn't filler. Like, some people consider Skypiea arc as filler, which it isn't. Skypiea arc is, like, so canon. it feels like filler, but it isn't. Yeah, JoJo. I think people are. You're right, Jeff. JoJo is the same. A lot of people don't like Part One JoJo. I love Part One. I love Part One for what it is. I do recognize that a lot. It's not everyone's bread and butter, right? Because Jonathan is he's the most proper. He's like he's the original Joestar of what the Joestar bloodline represents. So he is the he's the vanilla flavor, right? He is the he's the vanilla Joestar, so then everyone else gets to be the cool wacky flavors that everyone loves and enjoy. But we couldn't have those flavors without vanilla existing first. Because a lot of people with JoJo, they're just like, oh, watch part 3. Part 3 is the best. That's what you're gonna have to watch the other first 2 parts to know what's going on. But I think part 1 and part 2 of JoJo are great. Part 4 is actually my favorite part of JoJo. Oh yeah, by the time you get to Innis lobby, that is when you're like ride or die One Piece. And like, yeah, it's once they get to the Grand Line, that's when you kind of like, all right, okay, things are happening now. They're starting to do the Pirate King stuff. Let's go. And then yeah, you got Alabasta, and it's just like, holy shit, Walter Luffy. But then, like, that early One Piece is essential. Like, pre-Grand Line One Piece is so essential for the character building and, like, cementing the, like, permanent traits in each character. That makes you, like, love them and recognize how they act later on in the story. But it's a lot, and I can't wait for the One Piece to come out, where they're reanimating everything to be paced better, and they've released the length list of episodes per arc, and it's crazy how much they've cut it all down. Like they've I can't remember the exact number, but it's you know, it's in the triple digits, the number of episodes they've reduced it by. It's like Naruto. I love Naruto, but I don't watch the filler of Naruto. I like a lot of old shonen animes. I just get a list up of canon and non-canon episodes, so then I can just double check it as I go along. The fuck is going on? They have like seasons of filler in Naruto, it's crazy. I'm so glad we are past that era of anime where, like, filler was acceptable. It's like, no, let's just let the studios cook. Let them cook. Let them just focus all their work into making the animation as good as possible within their budget and time constraints for, like, mainly canon stuff. Because that's all we care about. Oh, do I have a black kite shield? I might not. I'll keep that just in case. Oh, I could show off the bank. Show off the bank tech. You think the worst part of filler was in the middle of arcs instead of in between arcs? Instead of in between arcs. Yeah, I agree. That, like, Yeah, a lot of shonen animes are very guilty of doing that. So, like, this one you kind of forgive it a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that happens in Naruto Shippuden where they do the filler episode where it's they're trying to take off Kakashi's mask. That's the only acceptable filler episode in Naruto. But I'm pretty sure that happens as like the episode just happens between some serious stuff happening in the show, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a silly filler episode, and then we're back to the serious stuff. Also, Ding Baby in clan chat, Caesar Zion has reached Herbal level 60. Huge! We got, so Bleach is really, so again, I think Bleach is one of my favorite of like the big three, right? But the anime suffers a lot because of filler. The filler is what makes Bleach like underrated compared to the others, because they literally have arcs of filler, and then when you get to they're in Waco Mundo, and you got like all the fucking epic fights happening between the captains and the I've forgotten their names, but the numbered hollow. They I'm pretty sure before Ichigo's gonna fight Yukiora, they stop it. They go, all right, before we show you what's gonna happen next, we're gonna take you to an Elseworld story, and then it's a whole filler arc of the Elseworld story in a different universe of Bleach where the Sanpakuto's spirits get released from their swords and actually like become their own bodies in the Serate. Like, and you're literally about to get the final fight in Waco Mundo, and it's like, oh, we're not going to show it to you until we get you through this whole arc of filler. And then imagine you watching that as the episodes are coming out, and you just get blue-balled like that. Fortunately, at the time, all of the anime was out by the time I was watching Bleach, so I could skip it. But I watched the majority of the filler the first time round. I've suffered for it. I hate the filler arc after the Soul Society arc, where it's the vampires. They're not vampires, but they're vampires. I can't remember the name they give them, but it's the vampire arc. It annoys me because the lore implications in it are just wrong. Oh, the bounce, yes. Yeah. They're like, we need Uryu because he's the only Quincy. It's like, but his dad has Quincy powers. He doesn't associate with Quincy's anymore, and he doesn't identify as a Quincy anymore, but he still has Quincy powers, which the bounce need. But they keep talking like Uryu's the only one, and I'm like we literally got an episode in the canon of Uryu going to his dad for training to get his powers back. Yeah, but Hunter x Hunter is so good. I'm so glad I watched that. One of the, like, first animes that actually get me to have an emotional reaction. It'll be really cool when One Piece is over. It'll be sad, but it'll be like really cool at the same time. No, I haven't watched Finland Saga. That was recommended the other day. I think I'm gonna watch Code Geass first. There's like my next anime I'm gonna watch. Because I never watched that back in the day. It wasn't on my radar. Yo, what's up, Cabby? You're here for the Unga Bunga stream. Oh, I didn't check if there was a new episode of the Trash anime. Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch One Punch Man. That's got the new episode out. It's too many things to catch up with. I simply cannot. I'm not in a rush to watch One Punch Man. You're telling me these spiritual warriors can drop leather gloves, but they ain't dropping that sweet red armor. I have not heard of Isekai Quartet 3. Or Isekai Quartet. Yo, Dear Time's going on a trip? Hell yeah. You're gonna need all that wood for the trip to make all the fires you need along the road. You want to watch the new One Punch Man, but it's been so long that the hype's kind of died down for you. I kind of feel the same. It has been so long. That's why, like, I want to rewatch One Punch Man, just to kind of get back into that, like, oh, it's, like, I need to know what happened last time on One Punch Man to get back into the swing of things. It's a crossover between Ari Zero, Yujo Senkai, Overlord, and Konosuba. You added Shield Hero too, or you had me at Shield Hero. I haven't watched any of the other ones, so... But Shield Hero... I love Shield Hero Season 1. I've got a model of Naofumi behind me. That, like, took 2 years for them to release, an official Naofumi model. Hey, ding baby in clan chat. Galadriel 171 has reached Smith in level 85. Huge! You remember the last season was like the imposter syndrome stuff for King or something? Yeah, pretty much. Genos getting whooped like usual, which is probably the best parts of the anime. Hanya the evil one, I don't know who that character is. Oh, this is Simon's tune, right? It's playing right now. Wait, no, is it? No, it's just it's for those who come after. But it plays at epic boss fight moments. Been super lazy watching anime too. You started Nichiju a year ago. Still on episode 16. I don't even know what that one is. I don't know what Kamisama Kiss is. Just from that name, I don't know what, I probably won't watch it. Unless it had like a absolute banger of like some kind of like promotional art on it. That would be what would get me to watch an anime. If the name is something I don't understand or is too long. Is this a Gestrel song? I think I finished the fights too quickly against Gestrels. I haven't heard the full version of this song. Oh, I've seen clips of that. Yeah, I have seen clips of that anime. I don't think I would watch it. It's like I want animes that have mechs or big swords, you know. That's my vibe. If I don't see a mech or a big sword, then I don't see the anime. I I don't I didn't really grind too hard on Expedition 33. Um I really did enjoy the like natural power scaling the game had. Because the only time I really felt like I was grinding, and even then it wasn't that long, was when I was getting towards the end of the game, and there was 2 points I grinded a little bit. But like I remember the final grind, like for the final end game stuff. That was super chill. Against the giant stag beetle things. I can't remember their names. See, I like got really good at parrying. Like, cause that's the natural progression of Expedition 33. You start with dodging, and then you're like, oh wait, no, parrying is like so good in the game that you just learn it. And it's just a rhythm game, it's great. But like, I remember once I started learning parrying, I got through the the snow mountain, that's the train station after you get Minoko. I did that area heavily underleveled before I was in Act 3. I was still in Act 2 when I did that area because I learned how to parry. So I was able to beat that whole area just through persistent gameplay of learning the parry system. And then after that, I was just like really strong. So then I was able just to parry like everything in the game, and I just got to the point, eventually just got to the point where I was able to kill everything like turn 1 on Furso. Furso was my guy. I played Gunso. My main tactic was spamming the shoot ability. And then doing oh shit, what's the move called? The star one, the like Stardust. I'm my brain's saying JoJo right now. It's like Stardust Crusaders. The AoE move he's got, the star AoE move is, man. With Duelisto, I think the sword was the sword I was using. I loved Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door. I really enjoyed that game back in the day. I haven't played any other Mario RPG stuff. Oh, free money. I will admit, Mael did become like my... If Furso didn't kill him, Mael killed them. With the, like, Mael and, CL, combo wombo, happy feet move. It was really satisfying, just like turn 1 in most enemies in the game. Hey, ding baby in clan chat, Sir Laley has reached total level 1250. Huge! Finally. Different member worlds. So you think the last time I did spiritual creatures, I was constantly going back to my bank. I was going back to my play around home, refreshing my prayer, you know, low on food. I would have 4 or 5 trips to finish the task. I'm still trip 1, by the way. Because my quality of life is just so good right now. Just like my character's power level itself and just everything about my gameplay now feels better because I'm higher levels. We'll see, Cabby. I still haven't opened up anything to look into it. We shall see. So I guess it is coming out. It's the 15th, right? I mean, I don't even know what the grid system is. I don't know what's actually going on with this league. I know it's called Gridmaster, that's it. And it's kind of like a bingo system. That's the only 5 I've got. Hey, free kite shield, nice. Well, I've already got one. I've got my cool yellow one. Yeah, I don't need another one. Seven by 7 bingo square. Do a square and you get a boost / upgrade. Complete a line and you get a giga boost. Super mega boost. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I just wanted to play the game more. I've been enjoying hitting things. What I'll do, I will gauge a in the mod side of the Discord. I'll do a 5 check and just see what mods think in terms of the free to play information. If there's nothing spoilery in there, then it's definitely a possibility I'll do it. Because, like, just from me thinking about it, the free-to-play stuff should be fine, because I've experienced all the free-to-play, to my knowledge. Right? without knowing the meat that's been refilled, I feel like I should have already experienced all the things that that's related to. Maybe I have to do the League because they may release frog cosmetics into the game, and I can only get those cosmetics if I do the League. Maybe Jagex are trying to get me to do the League, if there are cosmetics on the line. God, this song just gives me pins and needles, man. I'm getting like back-to-back rune halberds, man. Let's go. Free money. Oh, that's valuable? Absolutely. Give me the money. This area is better than the Saradomin area because even though I lose all of my prayer coming into it, I don't have to wear multiple god gear to not get attacked by, like, I just have to wear Samrock gear here. Whereas in the Saradomin zone, they're getting attacked by Samrock, so I'm having to, like, sacrifice a bit of gear to not get attacked by the ghoul boys there. Yeah, but we still recognize that early Slayer is shit. And I think there should be the skill guide should reflect more information for monsters that are locked behind quests, so that new player expectations can see that they're gonna get to fight all these cool unique monsters, but they'll know just from the skill guide itself they have to complete X quest plus get the level to be able to fight them. I think that would be really good, especially for like early Slayer, because like maybe more for like newer players, because then it's like it gives you a direction of like, oh, okay, I want to try out this skill and fight these monsters, and then you're like, what the hell? Why is this monster locked when I get to this level? Why can't I fight it? Oh, I need to do this quest. And again, you find all of that information out in game rather than having to go to leave the game to find the information. And then, like, obviously, I'm experiencing my power creep. My power creep and the quality of life that I get from my power creep is making Slayer, like, a way more chill skill, rather than a slog that it used to feel like. I still don't want to fight Black Demons, but, you know. I'm definitely gonna save points to block Black Demons, I think. Maybe I'll give another Black Demon task a go. Maybe I just was in the wrong headspace the last time I did Black Demons. I don't even think I fought Crawling Hands. I mean, getting good drops from, like, later game monsters, that's just natural, right? I wouldn't expect to get a good loot from epic tier loot from, you know, low level dudes. So that's quite natural to get good loot later on. Yeah, the worms are the best Slayer task. They give me a lot of money, and they're quite fun to fight. They're like this for me. I enjoy pressing the prayer button. I'm a simple man. It's been really fun just getting my timing down, because the boop boop just makes it so much easier for me. I go boop boop prayer. Yeah, it just makes the timing even better. It's like I have a drum player now in the band that's keeping up the tempo for me, so I can hit everything on cue. Yeah, I got Dragon Knights from the worms as well. So my game theory right now is that worms just drop everything dragon related within the Slayer guide section. The Slayer collection log section. So I just need more worms. Hey, ding baby, level 82 attack level. Huge. Money, money. I do love rhythm games. How can I play RuneScape with my Guitar Hero controller? How do I make that switch? I have to do the star power thing to activate prayer. Just constantly swinging the guitar up. I'm gonna hit myself with it and give myself a concussion. I mean, getting, I got my iron boots from Slayer. I got my iron boots from the monster in the... whatever monster it was in the in the Lumbridge Swamp. So that was a pretty cool Slayer drop early on for me, because at the time I did have the Castle Wall boots, which kind of carried me for ages. But if I didn't have the Castle Wall boots, I would have still been wearing leather boots, and that would have been a huge up. Like, the iron boots, I think, were an upgrade for me, at the time. But that would have been a really cool early game drop if I prioritized early Slayer and had knowledge of that. Yeah, let me just quickly set up my Guitar Hero controller. We'll fight Krill right now, right? I'm sure I could do it. I'm sure, even though I didn't know what the fuck I was doing last time, I'm sure I can do it this time, right? With a Guitar Hero controller. I think next time I go into that room, I just gotta man up. I just gotta look Krill in the eyes. And then I'm gonna be like that, the old meme of the guy up north who's like, "You got no fans. You want some? I'll give it ya." I definitely hit them. I did a hit and run. I also did a hit and fall over. Oh no, that was more of a panic and fall over. Yes! That's it, that's his name, the Wildstone Raider. God, that meme is like 10 years old. No, it's like 12 years old. I'm hearing the Expedition 33 boss music playing, I'm like, I really want to run into that room. It's gonna be in the mood. But I know what will happen. It would just instantly go to Simon's second phase, and then I'll fuck up the parries. Hey. Valuable shield? Absolutely, it's valuable. Am I in the mood to sit? I'm sitting right now. So I'm definitely in the mood for it. I'm just gonna go in there like Bobby Hill. That's my purse! I don't know you! Just fucking nut krill. Boss complete, mate. I'm a new man. I'm doing a God Wars Slayer task without leaving the dungeon. Who am I and what have I done to Carados? So chat, I mean, I'm curious on thoughts on this. This is a random thought I just had in my head, which could be helpful for my productivity. So what about this, right? I kind of think I need to... So I like to do something engaging. That's also relaxing to kind of get my brain active and working. Otherwise, I'll just be sleepy and unfocused all day. For various reasons. But if I actually start doing some, like, I wake up and then I just stream, and then I do a couple hours of just, you know, we do a couple hours of random bullshit in the game, and then that will wake me up for being productive, and then it's like, alright, I'm gonna go now, I'm gonna go edit. And then we have, like, more random streams happening, but there'll be earlier streams for me. Outside the normal stream times. I still hear the boss music, man. I want to run in. I want to win. No, don't attack the werewolf. Well, but it's also, you know, it's nice for uh the people that are more. Okay, so the Americans may miss out on these spontaneous first thing streams, but everyone else gets the benefit from that. That they don't, where they may normally miss the usual streams. You know, they go to bed at sensible times if they're more Eastern Europe and beyond. And I guess it depends on what side of the US you're on. Right? Especially, like, because, like, I'm thinking about Moons, right? I'm thinking about Moons of Peril. I'm enjoying the content, but, like, we're on 69 runs. And I want all the pieces of loot from there. The only way to really lock in and get that stuff is if I stream more. Same with Burrows as well. So having, like, some short burst streams here and there, get me active, get my brain working, then I use that power I've gained and then go into editing or recording after. And by power I gained, I mean brain power. Brain activated. Bop, bop. $13 more. Easy task, mate. Who needs to bank? Not me. I don't think I've tested if I can use the cannon here. Maybe I have. No, I don't think... No, I didn't test if I can cannon here because I was scared to use a cannon here, but I assume the floor's too cold for the cannon. That's probably what the game will say to me. I was too scared of aggroing everything in the fucking room. Yeah, how far off are we? Who knows? 60k Slayer XP to go. Oh, free money. Beautiful. Ooh, I wonder if there's a Dennis Disco playlist on Spotify. That game's got such a cool soundtrack. I can't wait for it to come out. Alright, 6 more. We're gonna get the biggest drop as well. They're gonna drop this secret epic rare recolored armor in the next 5 kills. The leather gloves drop though, that's so troll. Alright, one more. This is the drop. This is the one. This is the one. It's gonna drop the big boy loot. We're gonna see that cool golden beam again, like we saw on technically Sunday morning at like 4 a.m. where I didn't even recognize what happened on my screen for a second. Ah, the iron skirt. Exactly what I needed. Alright, so, just bear with me 1 second. Hold up, everyone hold. Just do that, and then, just go through there. Yeah. And did I just win? Okay, well that's a lot of damage, my guy. I'll see you later. He has 255 health. That's what I was scouting there. Oh shit, I get poisoned! Fuck, I forgot about that. Will the cure thing work today? So the tip for the cure thing... Oh wait. My poison disappeared. But I just got poisoned. That's confusing to me. Slayer. Slayer. Let's do Slayer instead. But that's crazy. They 41 damage to me, 1 hit. I had Protect from Prayer on for a reason there, by the way, before anyone, because there's the guy that does the magic spits at me. Because he's the one I've got no defense against. I didn't have defense against the Dark Arts armor for that. I've never had the poison disappear like that before. That's weird though. Oh damn it! I should have grabbed. I didn't grab the necklace, the passage necklace. Bad gamer. Wait, I didn't. Oh, I didn't click my altar because I got scared because I was poisoned. Everything just didn't go right there. I didn't intend to win the fight. I just went in there for the meme. I just need to be more tanky. To be fair, Slayer Helm not really tanky. Alright, chat, what's the next task gonna be? Is it gonna be a good one? Is it gonna be a bad one? Is it gonna be I guess technically we had a good task. So we'll be potentially rolling a filler task in my eyes. But then I got two filler tasks in I actually no, I got three filler tasks in a row because I got Bony Ghosts and then I got Black Demons. I cancelled Black Demons, we got Greater Demons. So really the RNG should be on my side on this one. Yo, we got a good Slayer task. It ain't a filler rock. Let's go. Any new tips? No, it's same tips. Nice. I need to make all my Raynor potions. Wait, sorry, prayer potions, not Raynor potions. Uh, I had to play the game for a second. I forgot what I needed. I need all my loot. I need all my supplies. Boots of stone, and then don't really need anything else for these guys. Oh, I can put my diamond amulet back on. Amulet of Power. I need to remember that's called Amulet of Power. I keep calling it a diamond necklace. And then I search diamond and it doesn't show up because I'm a fool. Yeah, that's all I need for this task. Nice. Alright, let's go. Go switch to stab. Alright, chat. I'm calling. Let's see. What's the dragon items on the collection log? Because we're getting all of them. All right. I'm getting dragon sword, dragon throw axe, dragon chain body, and dragon boots. I'm getting all of them this round. 100 kills, 100 dragon items. Let's go. Oh, one thing I wanted to try out is seeing if the Slayer Master says anything about my helmet. No. You can disassemble it. Huh. Ah, I can get all my stuff back. Thank God. Is that like, wait, how much was the black mask on the GE? I didn't look. If you're like strapped for cash, that when people, they disassemble their Slayer helm? They're like, man, I really need some cash right now. They gotta pull off their black mask. Wait, does this have a value? Oh, I guess you could just sell the Slayer helmet. The Slayer helmet only has worth. It only has value because of the black mask. When times get tough, you have to sell your Slayer helm. You're like an adventurer down on your luck. You're not really making a lot of money, so you have to sell your super valuable gear just to buy some food. No, I would actually consider wearing the Bracelet of Slaughter for this task. I was trying to think of a task earlier that I would consider wearing that bracelet. I think worms are definitely a consideration. Then I lose the stats of my gloves. There's less damage, potentially. Ooh. Do like damage. There is a bitrate drop happening right now. But what way? What's a game with a really good soundtrack? What's another game with a really good soundtrack? Um, uh, Good afternoon. Oh, it's not afternoon. It is getting towards the evening. You're right. It's dark outside, in fact. When did that happen? When did it start getting dark at 6:30? Alright, the bitrate is back. If you think you've got delay, feel free to refresh. I got this worm worming all over me, man. Every stream is a Bob Bob stream now. We're all locked in for it. We got these on Wednesday. They're very recent. There's been a lot of recent developments that have happened from like the stream grinds. We got the double-fisted maracas, or the dual maracas for the family-friendly name. Finally got my Slayer helm, which is amazing. And I got, at 4 AM on Sunday, which was still part of Saturday's stream, I got a Dragon Harpoon from these guys. It was glorious. It was missing a Path of Exile swing sound, I will admit. I think I need swings in the game. I need a Path of Exile swing for the next time that happens. Because, like, my neurons took a minute to connect. They were like, oh. No, but I want my own sounds that I want. I don't want sounds that someone else has chosen. I just want Path of Exile sounds. That's all I want. I want Path of Exile sounds for my loot drops. Give me the Path of Exile plugin. Oh, wrong one. Actually, I think I meleeed. I don't think they did the magic attack there. Nice. What if someone with, like, you know, more know-how did it for me? That would be awesome. So then they can take all the credit as well for doing it. I'm pretty sure all the sounds are fadable on Filter Blade. But only do it if you want to do it for fun. Don't do it because you feel like you have to do it because streamers say they want it. Because also true, streamer could just do it themselves, but they don't want to. Oh, wrong one. To be fair, I could see people trolling me if I had that sound effect. Like, all it takes is a vodka to be around. And then he's just dropping dragon harpoons on the ground to make the stream constantly have Path of Exile swings happening. Yeah, I was really in the mood for like RPG kind of like the chill but also funny vibe music from RPGs. Like you just walked into a new village in the RPG and it's like got some cool tune going on. That was the music vibe I wanted today. So Undertale is a good vibe right now, I think, for that. Oh, shit, wait. More bones? Double bone? That was Wednesday, when I figured out the imp stuff. Because I was trying to see if I could find a secret interaction with an NPC in Castori in the New Fatamore region. And I just unlocked imp boxes, so it was a good excuse to try them out. Because there's an NPC complaining about imps in their basement. And the first thing I did was kill all the imps in there. And that didn't change their mind. So I purposely pushed for 72 Hunter to try out if capturing an imp and then giving it to the person would do anything. Which we did on stream. Which it didn't, but then I learned about the bank tech, which is awesome. And it will come up in a video real soon. Not the next video, but the video after. There's gonna be a lot of updates that could be in like one video. Yeah, I can see without the Huntsman kit, they're not that practical because they take up individual bag slots, so it's kind of like... it's a bit more janky for the tech. I guess it would work for... if I was fighting demons, because I'm only really getting ashes from them and then I could save other loot. So I think having the Huntsman kit definitely encourages me to use these. If I didn't have the kit to put them in, then I probably wouldn't bother with the tech that much. Unless I, like, found good scenarios for it. Plus the XP for imps is crazy. 450 XP per imp capture, and it feels the same as capturing the chin chompers. It's chill, and I do it, like, that basement in Castori is just so good. There's 4 imps in there, they spawn really quickly, and you just chill and wait. Free XP. all the boxes are reusable. So sure, I spend 72,000 gold per 100 boxes, but all of my boxes can be recycled. So I'm actually paying, it's more of an investment rather than a detriment to my bank. I mean, to be fair, I could talk about it in the next video. I could just... Because I don't think I think I just got straight into questing in my next... in the recording I did that for the next video, so I could... insert a recap intro. Because I was gonna edit after the stream, so... I'll see. I'll see the vibe. Is Paul Cassard a person? A player? I was like, why do, what do you mean, Paul Cassard? That's a place. Very tippy-top PVMer. Oh, okay, cool. I don't... Maybe that name's been mentioned in chat before. I don't recall it, though. But I am known to have stupid brain. I need to do more Hunter Rumors, by the way. We need to have a Hunter Rumors stream again, because I want to get more Hunter Rumors done. So then I can hopefully get more of the collection logs, so then I can get more Hunter outfit. So then I get more capture chance, so then I can capture imps easier. Everything, all of my hunting now is for imps. If I get the Hunter outfit for the collection log, more imp capture, more power. More Slayer gains. Thank you for the hydrate. I actually forgot to drink water. Plus I've got a new tier of Hunter Rumors now as well, which could also have imp capturing in it. So it's just like, it's a win-win, baby. Wait, is Cassard, again, I'm blanking on names here. Is Cassard the person that did the, you guys told me about someone did fight caves without losing a single bit of prayer or something. Is it that person? I feel like that was a different name, but I can't remember the name. Rendy sounds right. I think that I'm getting like a that's giving me the right vibe in my brain. So then Paul. So are they Port Cassard or are they just called Cassard and the port's named after them? I'm assuming the port's named after them, so they're Cassard. So they're just like next level. You know, Rendy's doing this fight cave tech, and then Kassad's just on another plane of existence. Kassad is a... Wait, but isn't it... But there is a place called... Wait, what's the port in Krend called? That's the port I'm thinking of, is it? Why am I thinking that... Why am I thinking this is called Port Kassad? It's Port Pierce. I'm stupid. Okay, so the player named himself after the port. So there definitely is a place in the game called Port Kassad that I probably have seen. I'm just misplacing it on the map in my in the map in my brain. Well, they picked a good name because I'm just believing that he has a place named after him now. Well, I wonder if we'll find any bots today. I think a lot of players I've been right-clicking over the last week on the game. They've all been just like middle row keyboard names with one number in it. I saw there was a bunch at the Black Demons in the Koren Catacombs. That's where I saw. That's where I found the most. And they were all wearing the same outfit. Yeah, it's not, sorry, I can't remember who said. My brain's failing me, like always. Someone said it was like a recent, ban wave, so there's probably a lot of bots out in the world, remaking their accounts so that they can start making money again, which is the unfortunate natural life cycle of what happens. It's like they always do big ban waves because it's just easier to handle it that way, like in-house. And then they just make new accounts and start again. And it's that vicious cycle of, all right, big ban wave. Yeah, we got rid of them. Oh wait, no, they're coming back. They're instantly coming back. What do we do about this? And then, like, I guess I think they don't really the people that make bots don't do themselves favors by the way they name their characters, because like they're putting the red flag on their account straight away in my eyes. They're not exactly smart, so fuck them. Fuck them either way. They're using bots. Fuck them. They're ruining the game by botting. Yeah, no, exactly. Like that's why they do ban waves, because they don't like they don't want to give away their what detection things they're using at that current time and things like that. That's quite common practice. As much as like us as players we see bot and we're like, that's bot, ban bot, right? But from like the larger scale things, in mass ban waves makes more sense. I think it's finding the right balance of the mass ban waves. Because obviously, usually by the time mass ban waves happen, it's kind of too late, because it's the like the way to truly deal with botting is that you need to hit the botters quickly enough so that they don't have enough time to then make a new account and profit from that new account. So like you always catch them before they hit their profit line, because otherwise they're just gonna. That's the vicious cycle of dealing with bots. Is like we need to ban them before they get a new character up and running and are making money from it, making their money back from it and stuff. So he's trying to find like the right balance of like doing bans sooner, but also making sure the bans are right, because you don't want to ban the wrong people. So that information does have to be filtered to make sure you're not banning real players, which delays things. They're doing permaban on gold buyers. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I do think in general, in like any game's ecosystem, the bans have to happen quicker. Um, like I the best example I can think of that I've seen in the game, actually two examples. Free to play, my first mass bot thing I saw was in Farok, where it was just an army of bald blokes. They're all bald men just chopping down all the trees in Farok. And it's like, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, these are bots. And then that was instantly like, okay, yeah, easy detection, get rid of them probably pretty quickly. And then those are probably early bots, so then they're not even up and running and making profit. Well, and then there was the Soul Wars one we found where we crashed a bot farm because they were getting annoyed with us and telling us to leave their world because they were doing a bot farm. But like usually these people get banned. They get banned too late. Their bot farms last too long and they profit, so they don't care about getting banned because they just do another farm and make money. But obviously, myself, I can't think of the best way to deal with all the nuances behind the scenes that they would have to go through, especially like, you know, kind of like what you're saying in chat. You said where you apparently got banned falsely. It's like if we ban quicker, maybe the safety net of making sure that the right people are banned kind of goes away of doing it quicker. And then actual real players that don't bot get affected by the quicker ban procedure. In cases that aren't as cut dry as my name is ASDFGHJKL8. Yeah, I guess an anti-cheat system. Yeah, an anti-cheat system would be good. I think it's having the right kind of anti-cheat system as well, because there's always like there's a lot of stigma around anti-cheat engines. Because people don't like the idea of it having like full access to your rig, right? But it does that so it can detect the cheats. But then, yeah, if they had an anti-cheat system that was effective and didn't have false positives, then it would make Jagex a lot of money. Because everyone would just buy bonds for in-game gold. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Like, for false positives, it needs to have a good support system. So any false bans can get looked into effectively and efficiently. But then that comes down to more of like does the company want to invest money into a customer service team that could, or like a dedicated team to work on that? From the corporate side, probably not, because they see number go up. They see money go up at their current costs. And they're like, why should we? You know, the corporate money people are like, no, we don't need this customer service team to deal with this. What are you talking about? That means number go up not as much because we're spending more money on this department, which is like obviously it's the right thing to do. But there are the shareholders that are like, nah. From like a generic point of view, I don't know what the Jagex situation is when it comes to what the devs want versus what the shareholders want, what the CEO wants. Anti-cheat plus RuneLight also can't really exist together. Oh yeah, that's an interesting point. Because this is a different client entirely. So it need to have a separate anti-cheat system built into RuneLight. I mean, there's always, I think, even with or without an anti-cheat system, there's always, abuse is always, people can always abuse it, right? So there's, in every MMO, to my knowledge, there is, if you mass report someone, they'll get automatically suspended. That's just a fail-safe mechanic that is in, like, every MMO. If you get mass reported, you get, like, temporarily suspended. And people have used that in, like, WoW. That's been in WoW forever. I'm pretty sure. Like, people have used that in WoW to troll people, right? Like, there's been stories of, like, how guilds have, the, you know, back in the day when there was more guild rivalries, they, you know, if they really wanted to hit below the belt, they would do that to one of their, like, top people. They'll mass report one of their top people to get advantage. Hey, dragon knives! Hell yeah, we got the swing again? Hell yeah. That'll go gather dust in my bank a bit more. I already have the dragon knives. If that was relation to me. QQ. I don't remember that shiny beam shown before, when I got the dragon knives originally. Maybe I like, blanked out the memory. It was so long ago. But like with this whole bot discussion, we can all admit it's not as black and white as it seems, right? As it's not as black and white as we want it to be. There is definitely a lot of nuance in these systems. There's social engineering to take into account. We need the company to actually dedicate money towards the department to focus on increasing customer service so that when people get potentially falsely banned, it gets efficiently and quickly looked into. But will the money people want to do that? They don't like spending money, so... But yeah, it's definitely... It's always a topic worth talking about in any game. And then whether the devs can actually give much information, because like they also don't want to give away too much information with how they deal with things behind the scenes and their detections. Because they don't want bot farmers to know what they're doing currently. That is like a clear sign that they're a bot, i.e. one row of the keyboard of letters plus a number. Because like WoW still has the issue with gold selling, right? Even though obviously gold WoW token, you can buy a legitimate gold directly from Blizzard, via other players in the auction house with their WoW token, aka the WoW bond equivalent. Gold markets just lowered their prices. They're like, oh okay, we just have competition now, but we're cheaper than buying it from Blizzard. And then, especially like in retail WoW, and even in the classic markets, they've got, because you get the level boosts, right? So what these farmers do, they just buy the level boosts. So then they're like, oh okay, I need to. My account got banned. Cool. Let's just make another account. Got a level boost. Got a max level account. Max level character, or you know, 10 levels below max level, whatever it is at the time. It doesn't take too long to get max level from that point onwards. It's literally, they would just pay someone in-game to boost them to max level. Probably a buddy that benefits from their gold farming situation. And then they carry on making money because they can. You seen people say, why doesn't Jagex make the bond cheaper / cost more gold? Which makes you lose a bit of sanity. Or, yeah. Like, I mean, even just like from the basic logic, it's like they wouldn't reduce the price of the bond because that's monetization for the game. That's not really a dev choice. That is the monetization people choice, the monetization team, whoever decides these things. But yeah, there's like more nuance to it. Yes, that was in. So we watched that Jimmy video ages ago that, mentioned, it was the Era of Combat video, which, that was the thing about how there was the credit card issue where people were using stolen credit card information to buy membership, and Jagex were worried about a lawsuit or something, so then they just got rid of the wilderness and trading in the game or something, right? To be fair, if someone told me that was what the game was like in 2007, and because my first impression of RuneScape when I was younger was that, and if you left the town, it was open season and anyone could kill you and take your shit. That was the way RuneScape was described to me when I was in primary school. And like whenever people spoke about RuneScape was how they got lured out of town and they got killed by someone and all their rare shit was taken from them. But like, and then obviously when I started playing the game and learning that that's just the wilderness. Because they would say they would get taken out of town into the wilderness. So in my mind, the wilderness is just everywhere that isn't towns, right? Because that's how my brain think of that. I like saying the word. I like saying I'm out in the wilderness. That's like a common thing I like to say a lot. When I leave the house, like I leave the house, I'm going out into the wilderness. And that was like one of the main reasons I never wanted to play the game, because I didn't want my shit stolen from me by other players. So I probably would have loved RuneScape when they got rid of the being ganked by other players and all your stuff stolen from you. From my mind's eye of the game being one step out of town and you're dead. You know, I wish, at the very least, could the people that do the, you know, they're cringe using bots, they'll get banned, but can they at least, like, be nicer to real players, the bots, and just, like, if there's another player in the area, piss off? Can they at least code that in? Some bots are like that, but not all. I mean, I guess not to give credit to the people that make these things, but I guess that's a good way to avoid detection if you're just not around other players. Like when you're at your spots, being a clanker, like you're just pure robot mode. Like if you're constantly disappearing from other players, it would help you avoid detection, because then people aren't going to report you. Hey, Ditch Kitty has reached 65 million XP in ranged. Huge! God, that's a big number. Oh, it's the Kanye Westy likes song. Sorry, whenever I hear this Undertale song, I hear the parody version of it, of, Kanye Westy likes fingers up his... something. So what is the I think we've discussed this before. What is the procedure? So you're John RuneScape, you're enjoying the game, playing a clean, casual game, but then you get banned for botting or some kind of malicious activity. But your history is clean to your knowledge. Um, well, no, to 100% to your knowledge, you are squeaky clean. You've done nothing wrong. You've been banned. What is the procedure of like? Do you just raise a ticket and pray? Is that the situation? Because the unfortunate thing with a lot of these systems that, again, I don't fully know how Jagex do it. I'm just like going from like a general, hey, more money, like a general thing. So Twitch, for example, right? I know from Twitch, a lot of these things are automated. So a human rarely looks at appeals and stuff. Um, So it could just be like an automated appeal system that may, if you're lucky, get seen by a person, but it's probably some kind of like automation process that just goes over the information provided again and just double checks there wasn't a hiccup and then reports back of like, no, we was right. And then it takes like a few attempts for an actual human to look at that. But obviously those systems suck because you just want a human to look at your appeal straight away. Then a lot of companies now, they don't have those teams, or those teams are very small because number go up without them. It could even be like you do the appeal, the system goes through again, the automated system they use. It check marks everything, and then it puts a green flag or a red flag next to you. And then a human looks at the green flags and red flags that appear for the list of people, and then they only look at the green flag ones. All the red flag ones they don't probably look at because they have so much to do, because they're one of 3 people on the team. So then it's checked by a human that the system showed that your account is suspicious. Potentially. Like, that's how I think of the process. Is it right having a system like that? No. And I think developers would agree. It's whether they can get the people with the money to let them have the bigger teams and better teams without the threat of just that team getting let go. Because like Blizzard doesn't even have a customer service team anymore. They do to a degree, but it's like bare bones compared to what it used to be back in the day, right? Back in the day, customer service for Blizzard, like, you know, where you could literally DM the fucking the GM of the server that you was on. Yeah, content creators 100% have they've got the express lane for appeals and stuff for sure. That's if someone doesn't recognize that, they're wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't I've you I wouldn't say they're trying to silence you. It's I assure you it's not that. Even from like a general sense, it is they just don't probably the automated systems they have in place is showing whatever suspicious activity is there, and the human being that is probably overworked because their team is so small that work on these things, they have to go with, okay, yours is showing that red flag, so the system was correct, and then the first appeal gets gone through. I don't know the Reddit situation. I don't like Reddit's Reddit. What Reddit? You know, there are. I swear, Reddit. All moderators on Reddit aren't even related to like the actual companies. It's all community people that end up becoming moderators on Reddit. Hey, ding baby in clan chat. My Q has reached Smithing level 96. Huge! So let's talk about Reddit, because I don't use Reddit, so I don't really know much of how the landscape of Reddit is. But the RuneScape Reddit page that's I'm assuming like most other Reddit pages that is run by people that aren't affiliated directly with Jagex. That is like it is just the community that has come together and created that page that has become the spot for RuneScape stuff. Am I correct in thinking that? And then maybe it's also been recognized, like Jagex also like posting on it because that's where everyone's at. Um, so if you're getting your posts blocked on Reddit, I would assume that is just some random person. Because like on Twitch, right? You get people that have like game dev tags and stuff. So um, like you have the equivalent of that on Reddit, right? So I could be John Jagex posting on the RuneScape Reddit page, and everyone would know that I'm John Jagex because I have whatever tag on my account. But it doesn't mean I'm a moderator in the Reddit page. to the thing as well, thinking mods of Reddit don't want it to be full of customer support and ban appeals. I think that's a valid point of view as well from like a community thing, right? Because I have this mindset, whether it's right or wrong, in terms of there are people that abuse people's goodwill, right? I've worked retail. There are people that try to abuse your goodwill when you work in shops, right? Um, so if every person went on Reddit or like wherever the place to go to be like, I've been falsely accused, or you know, people came to our Discord, um, saying I've been falsely accused. I've had to make a new account. Um, please give me stuff so I can get my account running again. There are people that abuse that goodwill, right? Like, obviously, we want to help each other out as human beings, and we don't want people to be falsely accused. But if every case of someone claiming that happened to them was allowed through within a community, like within Reddit or on a Discord, then people are going to use that as a mechanic to get free shit in the game, and then transfer it over to whatever account they want the stuff on. We live in a society. And then also, yeah, every mod, not every mod, every person, every developer, they all work on separate systems. They may be Big Mod 1, but they have no interactions with or say so in terms of like the anti-cheat in the appeal team. And like that stuff is completely out of their hands because it's not their department. And it's for their job, it's better to say they can't help with that because it's not their job to help with that. I mean, it's fair, Swanhub, it's very common practice in every MMO that if your account gets banned or like whatever, like you have to go through an appeal process, it's usually not great these days because those teams are so small, they barely exist. It's all automated and they're trained just to, usually in the broad sense, like if the system says this is a red flag, then the system's correct. But the appeal allows it just to be rechecked that it wasn't, like, it added a red flag when that red flag didn't exist in some degree. I don't know. I think it's more of like a current climate problem rather than it's not a Jagex problem that is causing you to have issues. It's just the environment of how gaming is these days in an online environment. It's I wouldn't like directly flame Jagex for this for your scenario. you would probably have a very similar experience any game that you would get banned from for some cheating purposes. Yeah, it's definitely the root of what all of it is bad actors, for sure. That kind of causes these things to happen for the genuine people, and that's actually just a unfortunate fact of life as well. There are times in life where you get the short end of the stick because of systems that have been created or how systems have changed because of bad actors in life. Like that's just as unhelpful it is to say, it is what it is in those scenarios. Yeah, we're just talking about botting and like, because I've been seeing a lot of bots recently, and just kind of just talking about, you know, like the general state of gaming these days. A lot of big companies that have like MMO games, they don't really have big customer service teams like they did back in the day. Because you know the money people, they're making a lot of money, and players are playing, big numbers of players playing, that means big money. But if they cut costs with departments, then they can make more profit. And it is frustrating if you are a genuine person that gets flagged by an anti-cheat system and you have to go through the appeal process. If you are squeaky clean, it should be fine. But unfortunately, just these systems are automated and are made more and more difficult to the appeal process in games become more and more harder. They become harder to pass because of bad actors who are causing the issues in games that we need these systems in place. Ooh, Jeff is saying naughty words. I think, to be fair, like, just a brief thing about getting hacked. I think usually when you get hacked in a game, it's pretty easy to get that stuff appealed because of the, like, IP. They just see where the IP is, like, the IP address of where you're playing the game, typically. And then, like, you say you get hacked, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, your IP's suddenly in China or whatever. Yeah, you've been hacked, like... The automated system would just ban your account straight away because of whatever suspect activity it was doing. But then you appeal for it to get double checked, and that's when it'll probably go through systems like checking IP and things like that. only have 2 minutes on the account from 2005, and they still have the chat log evidence. You're such an idiot when you was 12. I mean, we all were, right? When we was like fresh teens, you know, that's prime edgy age of saying random bullshit that you shouldn't say. China was the first place that came to mind when I was thinking of a different IP address. I don't know who's got the stranglehold on the country that is the ultimate botters in RuneScape. You said fuck when you found pest control back in the day? That's crazy. That to be fair, that is very cold. Back in the day, you swear in a game? That is a bannable offense. Remember, like, Xbox 360, so Xbox 360 had a feedback system that, so when you could report players and do feedback on everyone's accounts, and then you could look at your profile, and you would have, so your account would have, like, 1 to 5 stars. Like, you could Yelp review other people on Xbox 360. I don't know if that system's still in Xbox, but, like, it was really funny seeing, like, your scores on Xbox back in the day. Oh, they still got a toxic system? So it must be, like, the changed version of the original feedback system. You could give people feedback because they said naughty words. What a time to be gaming. Boom, task complete. Alright, well, we got more dragon knives that I'm just gonna chill in my bank. They are worth 8,000 each, currently, on the GE, if you are a dragon knife fan. And Passarians has reached, hey ding baby, Passarians has reached farming level 70. Huge! Oh damn, look at the time. It's getting late. It's dark outside, it's past 7:30. That's crazy. Alright, so let's get ready for the next task. Chat, I'm just gonna be right back. One moment. Oh, my pockets keep getting stuck in my arms of my chair today. I don't know why. An event just showed up. Oh, hold up. Yeah, I'm under arrest, Gov. Alright. You caught me. What I get? I got coins. Yippee!
Hey Karadu 2 Onion.
Yo, what's up, man? Thank you for the resub, buddy. How you doing? Ah. I'm still gonna BRB real quick. I'm just gonna position at the bank ready, and then we gotta pick up those. We gotta pick up all that snape grass, get some sick XP and sick loot, and plant some more plants while we're at it. All right, we are back. So I'm making dinner tonight, by the way. So the stream probably will be going. We'll be kind of getting towards the end of the stream soon. Um, but let's see what the next task is. I think depending on the task, depends on what I'll do next. Because I may actually go through the head collection and get some prayer XP. I think that'll be pretty good. Because more prayer equal better slayer. You've been doing well. Seen I've been grinding, been lurking a bit lately. Hell yeah. Yeah, we've been getting such good gains recently. Obviously, we could have some more gains if the game would like to drop a random loot for me. That's super cool. But, you know, we won't complain because we're having fun. Ooh, that is a good task. Okay. Um. Ah. But it's a good task, but I don't use maracas. Fuck. Okay, well, that's still. I've got the broad bolts, so that's good. All right, I think I will do. Um, I think I'll do some of the head collection. And then the next stream will probably be cleaning up that task, and then. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was Karask. Yeah, it's still a task. It's a task. That one's pretty easy actually, because I can safe spot them. Okay, so for this, I don't think they drop loot, and then I need water runes for current teleport. Yeah. Okay, so the plan here is, um, I'm just gonna like raw dog tank them, teleport to my house for prayer when I need it, and then teleport to Corrend and run up from there. Because then I could run through the bank and grab more heads. Uh, I'll take a couple of food. Nah, no, we'll take all the heads I can get. Oh, wait, no, wrong teleport. I gotta go to my house first. I don't even remember how much XP these heads give me, so it would be a good reminder. Hmm. I guess the ideal situation I could have is between 1 and 1 billion XP. My god. You're telling me I could have been getting 1 billion XP per head this whole time? Oh, why don't I just do... Maybe I come back here for a little bit for some runecraft grinding. I do kind of... I forget how this does feel kind of good for runecraft XP. At least it did back in the day when I was playing. Back in the day, like 6 months ago. Oh, okay, so... Oh wait, no, Draenor Manor sucks. I'm trying to think of, like, respawn teleport. I guess that goes to your Bravely Odds, so that'll take me to Lumbridge. Hmm, it's fine. Oh shit, I need to change spellbook anyway, I'm an idiot. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute, okay? Oh, I can still use the... Oh wait, that's Battlefront. Okay. We'll see with Gridmaster. I'm not saying yes because I don't know myself and I don't want to give anyone any I don't want to give any false expectations. Okay, so what do I need for head magic? Body and nature. Soul. Soul! So I just need nature and soul. And body runes. Then what do I need for that one? I need... So I can get rid of the water runes. I don't need those. I'm not bringing a prayer potion, so I don't need that. Guess I don't need the gold either. I don't think these guys drop gold. Yeah, the way I get Radar Weed right now, I just kill Moss Giants. So I've got a lot of heads. Oh, I should have teleported here, damn. Oh, I was gonna grab a run potion. That's why I forgot. Yeah, we've spoken about the free-to-play thing of Gridmaster. I'm gonna... Mods may have already been spoken about on Discord. I don't have Discord open at the moment. I'm just gonna get a 5 check from the community mods and just see what they see and if there's anything that they see that they would think could be a spoiler for me. Be concerned about why I would avoid it. Yeah, I got tons of bones to do a bunch of bone sharding. Oh wait, no, I do the spell, don't I? Damn, he's got a club. God, when was the last time I did this? 650 XP! I forgot how good this was. Fucking hell. Wait, do the maths. 120 heads. At like 125 heads. Time 160. That's a big number. That's a big number. What the fuck? I'm gonna get like I'm gonna get like 80,000 fucking prayer XP from this shit. Just from my giants alone. I guess I get to see how far I walk backwards. An 80, 80 magic XP each time is pretty nice as well. That's a nice chunk. Go back to crush him. I need to test out a bunch of new heads as well, because I don't know the limitations I have with some of my heads. If I'm like... I don't think they said I needed a kingdom divided to unlock the other spells. The other head animation spells. I'm gonna test this this respawn teleport. Because I think even if I teleport to if that teleports to me where I die and resurrect, that should teleport me to Lumbridge, and that'll be quicker than running back to the bank from doing this Arceus Library teleport. So then I go back to Lumbridge, bank there, and then Arceus Library teleport back here. I think that's my best route with what I have on me. I guess I could have Farok. I could have Farok tablets on me, actually. I think that would be even better. That's probably the strat, actually. Oh, here it comes. Ding inbound. Hey, ding baby, level 72 prayer. I accidentally cancelled it, so I don't know if it said I unlocked anything, so I have to double check the skill guide. Ooh, almost total level 1750. Ooh. Alright. Respawn teleport me. Alright, it does work the way I thought it would by just using logic there. Let's bring... if I bring... To be fair, I could bring more heads and not have that Frog teleport, so... Let's see, Cave Horror... I think I need to bring Blood Runes, just in case they're a higher level summon. Trollhead... Blood Boys... Hellhound... Demon... Zah... This is why I need to pay attention when I'm reading some of the skill guides. There's a resurrect crop spell. That's awesome. Sure, it says there's only a chance, but a chance is better than no chance. That would be really good for my farming guild stuff. We like to say I've got a big brain, but it's really it's tiny. But sometimes it just whacks the side of my skull and an idea happens. Whether it's a good idea, usually it's a bad idea. Okay, so right up. Okay, so that one's adept. Oh, that was so chill. Is there any that are like big boy? Alright, Bloodfeld, big boy. Big boy resurrect. They are a big boy indeed. Oh, look at that. They look cool and purple. $1,000? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Hellhound's big boy. I mean, I can teleport to Battlefront from here. So I could get I could get to the farm. I don't have the runes on me right now to do Battlefront, but I don't do farming runs, by the way. My farming runs are my Hostidius Forever farm, which I forgot to replant stuff when I came back from being AFK. And then farming guild when I feel like it. I don't do the other shit because my crops just die on me. I wasn't paying attention if different monsters gave different prayer. So this is adept, so it should give 650. You did 7 herb runs yesterday? I've been trying to be good with my herb, like checking my herb patch in Hostidius. Oh wait, no, they gave more. Okay, different monsters have different prayer amounts. Shit. Oh, that's expert. I thought I tried expert. No, I just do all my herb. I leave my herbs at Hostidius because they don't die. The Hostidius people take care of my shit with the achievement diary thing. Oh man, demons give over 1,000 fucking prayer XP. That's incentive to do Slayer demon tasks. Fuck. That's really good. It'll be fine. I just gotta get over my Fendala against the demons. See, if I gaslight myself with this new information, that is good information, that they give really good prayer XP if I get their head, then they're a good task. Yeah, I'm always happy to see Adamant bars drop, because that's just smithing XP later. And I guess I'm more happy doing their tasks now because I've got this cool banking tech, with the Huntsman kit. So I'm still living off my old fuse on Slayer when I didn't have all this quality of life. Because like I'm picking up all the herbs from the demons now with my herb sack. Like they're pretty chill now compared to how it would have been a month ago or 2 months ago when I last did a demon task before having like my high strength and combat stats and shit. I don't know what you mean by that beyond Kovac text, so don't go into any more details, please. It is good. It is good at a good fuck. Words did not come out properly there. Head is good. Head equals good XP. I forgot how good the head was. Yeah, I hogged the shit out of all that stuff. That's free money. Well, so much for the giant heads. The demon heads are more valuable. So we like demons now. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Wait, can I, like, do it from here? I remember I could go pretty far back. Oh, but my character still walks the same way. Oh, wrong potion. I kind of wanted to moonwalk towards the altar. Could you imagine multiple vodkas? That's the worst timeline. That's the absolute universe. When it comes to the filling galleries. They're all vodka. You're all good, Edmundo. It was like, you was on the line, so you was good. Because it does give other XP, like High Alkin, it gives me magic XP. And then I know I can use some things for Kovac. Yeah, I'm guideless, so I have to figure things out myself. Out of my own self-imposed rules, and everyone gets to point and laugh at me when I get it wrong. You can use like plate bodies for Kovac. It's one less bar, but you can use plate bodies for the materials in Kovac's Crucible. There are. I would have to double check the quest video. Does he get all the items he gives you is like items you can use. There are some items that can't be used in the Crucible, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Hey, Ding Baby in Clan Chat. Passarius has reached Hunter level 70. Huge! Big Hunter gains. They're hunting imps. They're hunting imps right now, I tell you. Oh wait, no, they can't hunt imps. They're gonna be hunting imps soon. That was level 72 when I unlocked imps. They're on their way. They're going for imp tech. It's 450 XP per imp. It's fucking great XP. Go to the, there's a house on the right side of the new town, Castori. Go into the basement. There's 4 imps in there. They respawn quickly. It's so good. If I didn't find that basement, I wouldn't have really bothered trying to hunt imps myself. Because they're horrible creatures to find. Why would I want to hunt them? I guess maybe God Wars dungeon would be a good place to hunt them. In the Samrock area. Other than that, I don't think they're. Oh no, you can hunt. No, Pura would suck to hunt them there. And then the rest are just out in the wild, and you gotta find them in the tall grass as they're teleporting away and shit. Like, nah. What do you think? I'm actually good to do the free-to-play tasks, but we'll have to see if the actual tile icons are spoilers or not. But the free-to-play, but the column of free-to-play stuff are safe for me. Okay, interesting. I mean, is it like icons in the sense of like what was in the previous league where they had images on all the power-ups, but like it didn't really mean anything besides the whatever power it was giving me? I could have got further if I wasn't being greedy in that fight. My like WoW brain kicked in and I thought that was gonna be like a timed movement phase. It's on a video. It wasn't on stream. So there isn't a clip that I have. I don't know if anyone's put a timestamp on the video either, so Don't look at comments anymore. Man, bro's shanking him. I don't recognize the name, so I don't think that's someone trying to show me that they can use the rock to stop themselves moving backwards, which is pretty cool. Why am I still wearing my Slayer helmet? I can take it off for this. I could be wearing Blood Moon helmet. I'm not doing Slayer right now. Oh my god, wait. No, they're not a general task. That won't count. If demons were lumped together as like kill 180 demons rather than kill 180 greater demons or black demons, that would be so cool to come here and kill reanimated heads or Slayer. That would be crazy. No, we're not reporting them, Wodka. This is a random person. We've never seen that name before. Unless it's you on your 10th account. Nature Book nuked themselves. They use substitution jutsu. Oh, I'm being sent the other way. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I may... Because I'm not getting any rewards for this, I may, when I'm like, just wanting a chill moment, do something in the game off stream, I'll probably crack on with the heads a bit off stream. Much like the blessed bones. I don't know how I forgot how good the XP was here. It's just been so long since we did this activity, and I think at the time I only had like the head collection wasn't as big. But yeah, I'll probably crack on with this off stream when I want to just do like some random activity to give my brain a break from whatever else I'm doing. This isn't AFK in my mind because I have to actively click and constantly travel back and forth, which is fine. It'll definitely be an activity I'll do still. For chill moments. But folks, that is it for the unexpected Monday stream. We are I've got to go cook dinner. I promised I would cook today. I'm making enchiladas, which I'm pretty excited for. We haven't had enchiladas for a while, because I haven't made them. So yeah, that's the plan. I will be definitely back on Wednesday. He's in the shot. Get him out the shot. I can't take out Donnie. I'm also, after I have dinner and stuff, I'm gonna be working on the next video to try and get that out as soon as possible. So we'll see about a stream tomorrow. If I do stream, it'll be early. As I think if I'm streaming off the schedule days, I'll do early starts to kind of get my brain engaged for the day, and then kind of go from there. But I hope everyone had a fun, chill time this Monday. I hope you've had a good day and a good start of the week. And we will see you. We'll see each other on Wednesday at the very least. Who are we raiding? You want me to raid Showback Vodka? Sure. As always, I won't be in the stream as I can't watch anyone else. But that's okay. But I hope you guys enjoy whatever they're up to. Showback is a cool guy. I do like his WoW content. It's very fun. So, yeah. But for now, I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching all. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye.